we'll wait and see what happens there. Meanwhile, more trouble for our nation's heroes at the hands of the VA, the Department of Veterans Affairs, wrongly declaring more than 4,000 living veterans dead over the past 5 years. And one of them, Navy veteran Michael Ricker, joins me now. Michael, how did you find out that they thought that you were dead?
The November 1st, I didn't get a check in the mail. And when I called, I asked them, you know, what was the delay? And they basically told me at that point that I was deceased.
When you told them that you weren't, that in fact they were talking to a live human being who was Michael Ricker, how did you get them to believe you?
Well, it took about 5 minutes before of going back and forth, and you know, I actually woke up feeling pretty good that day. But they were pretty convinced I was. And after a few minutes, the person on the other end and did a little investigating and found out that I was confused with a man in Arizona who had passed away.
Okay, no relationship to a different guy. By the way, yeah, I understand he even had a different middle initial, but the fact that there were these differences didn't affect the decision they made to declare you dead.
Well, apparently not. There's no, I don't think there was any serious checking going on when they determined they saw Michael Ricker, and they just clicked the mouse and there I went.
Well, as extraordinary as it sounds, not only did they do it once, but then after you corrected them, they did it again, right?
Yeah, again in January, my benefits were suspended again. And I still had a phone number from a person at the VA who had told me, if you have any problems, give me a call. So I did. And he was quite surprised that it had happened, but he also told me that I owed them $20,000 in back pay.
Now, hold on a second. Not only did they do it twice, but they said you owed them $20,000?
Yeah, I had been being overpaid since June or July.
Well, how soon did it take to straighten all that out?
Actually, the man got right on it that day, and he took care of it. By the end of the day, it was straightened out, and I was back on the roll within a couple days.
Michael, what do you make of all this? I mean, you fought hard for your country. You were getting benefits, but then you ran into the bureaucracy, the snafus in the bureaucracy. What's your overall take on this?
Well, you know, throwing out the conspiracy theory, I really don't think that's the issue. I just think it's an overburden, that they're so overwhelmed at the VA with all the returning golf vets. You know, for years they went along fine with just World War II vets dying off and Vietnam vets and Korea, but so they had this sudden influx of young vets, and I don't think they're ready to handle it.
You may be right. So they may be taking some of the people away from the stuff that would affect you and putting it to the Gulf vets, and that might be causing part of the problem. But Michael, we're so sorry this happened to you. I hope it doesn't happen again. And we wish
I'm with you on that.
we wish you a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, Mike. Thank you so much for coming in and talking about this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Best of luck.